Do you want to be more productive when using your mobile phone? I'm the productivity coach, and today I show you how. Hi, I'm Stuart Ridout, the productivity coach, and I work at Microsoft as a modern work customer success manager. Now, today I want to talk about how we can just up our productivity just using our phone. Whether it's right now in lockdown where we're chasing around after family members, kids, remote learning, or whether it's in the future when we're able to travel again and get back into the office, our mobile phone is a valuable extension of our laptop. And for me, it allows me to stay productive by using just a few Microsoft apps that I want to share with you today. So let's switch over and have a look at my mobile. So I'm going to start off in Outlook. So you can see here that I've got an email that's coming from Miriam. So this is not an uncommon email to get. It might be from an external party like a supplier or a customer, or somebody internally who doesn't have access to your calendar. But Miriam's asked me when I'm available for a catch-up. Now, you might wait, if you're on the mobile, you might wait until you get back to your desktop, open up Outlook and have a look at your calendar, find some slots and send them across. But you can actually do this really easily from the Outlook client on your phone. In fact, it's so easy that even if I'm sitting at my desk on Outlook, I'll still do it on my phone because it's a much better and faster way to do it. So all I need to do is click the reply button underneath, and you can see the little flashing cursor. Now underneath that, there is a grey square with a plus on it. And now it's giving me the option to send availability. So if I hit send availability, this has now shown me my calendar. So what I can just do is tap with my finger and find the slots that work for me. So I don't have to share my whole calendar with Miriam. I can just work around maybe my focus time, quiet hours, etc. Find the slots that I want. Okay, and let's just do one more day. Perfect. And then I hit that tick up the top. And you can see there that Outlook has formatted this really nice email, just said, here are some times that work for me, and I can send that straight off to Miriam, and then she can come back to me. So let's say now that Miriam comes back and she says that 10 a.m. will be great. So again, I might wait until I get back to my desk to be able to set up that appointment on my Outlook or even through the Teams client, but you don't need to do this. So I can see here that I've got my response from Miriam. So she said Thursday at 10 would be great. So I'm going to hit reply again, and I'm going to hit that exact same button again, the calendar with a little plus, and this time I'm going to hit convert to event. And you can see here that it's pulled in Miriam from the email on the to line. Now, if there were lots of people on the email, they would all get marked as attendees. And then I can just pick the time. So Thursday at 10, and I'm going to extend that out a bit to an hour. There we go, hit the tick. And then I've got different options so I can set whether I'm going to have it as a Teams meeting or whatever, and whether it's private, all of those kind of things. Just hit tick, and now it's gone off to Miriam, and now I've set all that up, and it's only taken me a few seconds just whilst I'm on my phone. Otherwise, by the time I got back to my desk, I may have forgotten to do that. Somebody else may have come in with something more urgent, etc. So for me, that just enables me to manage those requests really, really easily. So I'm going to switch over to Teams now. So let me just fire up Teams on my phone. Now I can see here at 4 o'clock, I've got a supplier meeting. So this might be with external parties, etc. But the problem is that I might want to just tweak my meeting settings. Now, I did do a video on this, a Lunch and Learn last week. So if you haven't seen that Lunch and Learn, I would definitely recommend going and have a look because it's got loads of useful settings that you can do to secure your meeting, make sure that the right people can present, the right people can let people into the lobby, etc. So really, really useful video there. But you might be tempted to wait until you get to your desktop client to be able to do that. But I can do all of this just from the Teams mobile client. So I've opened up the meeting from my calendar, and then just underneath the participants there, there's a button that says meeting options. So I'm going to click that. And you can see here that all of those options that I've shared in my Lunch and Learn are in the client. So it's even better. You don't have to pop out into a browser session like we do currently with the desktop. So here I can say things like who can bypass my lobby, whether callers can get in on the phone without going through the lobby, or whether they have to wait in the lobby, whether we announce callers, who can present. This is a really valuable setting. Not a lot of people use this, but this impacts things like who can allow people in from the lobby, who can mute everybody, who can present content, all of those kind of things. So definitely something to look at. And then this last one is allow attendees to unmute. So if you've got those big meetings where 99% of the people don't need to talk, then if you set them as attendees using who can present, and you use that flag there that says they're not allowed to unmute themselves, then they're not going to come in with microphones open, etc. And if they do want to speak, they can just raise their hand and then you can allow them to unmute themselves from there. So that is using Teams client on the mobile. And the last one I want to focus on today is the Office app. Now you can see this here on the bottom row of my phone. And this is a great app that pulls together all the best parts of Office 365 into one app for you, so you're not jumping between lots of different ones. So you can see here I've got files that I've worked on previously. I can open those within the Office app, make some quick edits on them, etc. I can search for these files at the top. If I hit this plus, I can put things like sticky notes and scan documents in, etc. But the last one I want to focus here is on this Actions tab. You can do things like transfer files, sign a PDF. Some of the other ones I want to call out, you can actually create a Microsoft Forms form within the Office app. So I can just hit create a form. That gives me the interface that I'm familiar with if I've done this on the web. I can type a title in, I can add different types of questions. So whether it's a rating question, whatever, all of those same options are available here on the phone in the Office app as they are online. So again, it's something you can just, if you think, oh, I need to add that question in to that form, or you're just sitting around near your phone, you can build that form up straight away without having to jump off into the desktop app on the web and grab your laptop. Other one down the bottom here is Rehearse with Coach, which is part of PowerPoint. So it is available in PowerPoint on the web, but not in the PowerPoint desktop client today. So again, if you've got a big presentation coming up, you can use the Rehearse with Coach feature on the phone to be able to practice that. Make sure you know your content and check for sensitive phrases and all of those kind of things which are covered with Rehearse with Coach. So again, a really easy way to stay on top of that and nail that presentation. But the last one I want to focus on today is converting text in images, and specifically on image to table. So sometimes we get printed documentation and we need to be able to edit it. So I've got this table here. Okay, I'm going to just grab a photo of that and I'm just going to crop it down here so that the Office app knows where the boundaries of the table are. There we go. It did a pretty good job at the bottom. It didn't quite catch the top there. There we go. Okay, and I hit confirm. And now what the Office app will do is then go out there, use AI to work out what the text and the numbers are, and then give it to me in an editable format. So you can see here at the top, I've got the photo of what I took. Down the bottom, I've got what it's interpreted. So I can hit open, and it's saying to me that 6 items need my review. So I can go through and review that. So it's added some spaces up the top, so I'm just going to ignore those. Here it's saying 40%, so that looks correct to me. Factory work, 15%. Hospitals, 10%. Perfect. So it did a really good job. It just needed a little help just to check it. And now you can see that I've got that in Excel on my mobile in an editable format. Okay, and then I could save that. So I'm going to call that factory data. There we go, and I can save that straight into my OneDrive, and then I can pop onto the desktop client and then edit it later. So hopefully you found these tips on how you can use the Office apps on your mobile phone productive, and you can use those in your daily life just to make things a little bit easier. If you did find it useful, then please share this video with a friend, pop onto my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. I do Lunch and Learn Live on a Friday at 12:30 GMT, and we publish tips on Tuesdays on LinkedIn and on YouTube. So hopefully you found this useful, and I'll see you again on another video.